Welcome to another video series for Global Scholarship for International Students, and today we'll be beginning a new video series for Australian University, and today we'll be looking over Curtin University undergraduate scholarships and admissions. So we're going to first look at scholarship, and since the scholarship application requires the application for admissions, we're going to look at both of them at the same time. So we're going to exit our presentation and go to the Google search engine. And today we're just going to begin at our homepage, uscollegeinternational.com. And we're going to search Curtin. Just search Curtin for short. You can just put in Curtin University if you would like. So I'm just going to go to the Curtin University post 2019. Even though it says fully funded graduate, it has the undergraduate page also. So we're just going to go over the Curtin University scholarship search tool. And the reason why Curtin University is known for their fully funded graduate is that their graduate benefits are way better than the undergraduate benefits, and I'm going to explain it further as I go through the scholarship search. So this is search scholarship for Curtin University, and we can go to current and future students and pathways to undergraduate, international student. I could do both types, open and need-based, and I'm just gonna click on search. So after clicking on search, there are several applications that are open right now, but I'm just gonna go for Curtin International Scholarships, which are open. And most of the scholarships that come out in the scholarship search are low benefits because this is for international student. This scholarship provides eligible student 25%, so it just pays 1/4 of your tuition, and it has a max amount to it. So scholarship details and application process. So we're just going to go through the application process because one of the ways to apply for the scholarship is to apply online. So this is the application for scholarship, and we're going to go through the admissions process for undergraduates. So undergraduate, applicants with recent secondary education, we're going to look at that because we're assuming that you just finished or are going to finish your high school career. And since we're applying for open in April, since we're applying for the second semester, and the application generally opens in April, so we're going to look at the applying for second semester. Apply directly to Curtin. Choose a course, check application deadlines. We're going to check really quick. Check the admissions criteria. Ensure supporting documents meet document guideline, and the last step is to apply. But we're going to look at 2, 3, and 4 of the application step, which is application deadline. Since we're looking at undergraduates, it ends at July 11, 2019. So we have plenty of time. So step 2, we're complete. Step 3, admission criteria. We need to calculate it. Written submission, portfolio presentation, English language proficiency, taking the English language test of proficiency and prereq units. Okay. Admissions criteria, I think it's just mostly it's explained in the application process, so I don't think we have to worry about it right now. Scan documents and guideline requirements and guideline. Make sure you read at the requirements how to correctly scan, to save and name your scan documents. And since we're applying most of it online, this applies for maybe papers, but since we're doing it mostly by submitting it electronically, we're going to skip this process. So we're going to exit our 3 and 4 steps, and we're just going to go to the application process. So there are 309 matches undergraduate courses, but since I'm just applying randomly, and I'm just gonna show you the application process. I'm gonna choose a very popular one, which is Bachelor of Engineering. So I'm just gonna go through the engineering application process. So every one of them is the same. So we're looking at international students, and we're just gonna go through the application process. Wait, we're gonna look at the entry requirement first. This is a English proficiency test that you need to take, and you need to have the minimum of 6.0 in order to have this, in order to apply for this major. And also there are other qualifications for different countries. And you can choose which country, and it will have a minimum academic entry requirements. And essential course prerequisite, you need mathematics including calculus, and additional courses that you need to take in order to take this major. So we're gonna do the entry requirements, and we're gonna look at fee charges. It's a lot of money, so I would either get a better scholarship than this one, but since we already went through one of the scholarship details right here, make sure you get a better scholarship than this one. Just getting paid 25% of your tuition fee is not enough. So after looking at fees and charges, we're gonna go to how to apply. So there's the apply now link, and we're just gonna click on that to go to our application portal. So before I made this video, I did this process beforehand, but the one thing about applying here is that for my computer it's lagging, so please understand if I'm going really slow. So we're just gonna continue our application process. Yes, I'm an international student. No, I don't think so. You must be currently enrolled. Since I'm not currently enrolled, I'm just gonna click no. I intend to study in Australia. There's only one, so Lantling campus. We already checked by looking at the entry requirements for this, and just make sure you follow the instructions listed here. And if there's additional requirements for student from Bangladesh to Zimbabwe, so make sure you read this requirement if you're a student from any one of these countries. So we're just going to continue our application process, and that was just step one of many that we're going to go through. Register is about, I think it's a 3-step process. But before you do this, I think you need to wait. I don't think you need to sign in for this one, since it didn't require me to sign in. So we're just going to quickly fill out I'm just going to randomly fill it out. So gender, male, first, scholarship finder, email address. Okay. Since I already applied, this doesn't really count, so I'm just gonna put in another email address that I made up. So we're just gonna continue. Just put in your email address and make sure you fill in all the information. I'm just click on the first one just for the application process. So make sure you fill in the correct information for your information, but I'm just gonna quickly fill it out. Curtin University. Curtin. postcode in Australia, 3,000. I'm just going to post 3,000. And international student wanting to study in Australia, country of birth. I'm just going to do Afghanistan, English. No. Just fill in, I'm just going to fill in all the mandatory requirements, but make sure you fill in your requirement as well. Kabul. Kabul. Afghanistan. I'm just going to continue with the application process. I hope this will let me pass the first step. Okay, so I passed the first step, I think. I don't know for sure. At least one phone must be specified. So I need at least one phone number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I think I passed the first. I think I'm going through the register process right now. And since there is no mandatory fields, I'm going to skip this process, but make sure you fill it out. If you're applying for the Curtin University, you need to put in Australian Year 12 details and highest level of participation details, probably your high school records. So after going through one, we need to confirm the details. And after confirming, you need to agree and fill in the passcode, which is randomized. So make sure you fill in yours correctly. And after that, you just register and continue. Okay, so successfully registered. So we're just going to continue with our application and go to probably the second step, which is select. Waiting. Okay, so we're number 2 select. Since I wanted to apply from the Bachelor of Engineering, I can choose one of these 3. But since we're applying for semester 2, so we're going to click on apply. Okay, and click on continue. So it might be lagging or not lagging in your case. So I'm just gonna try to go to the next page as fast as possible. But sometimes it's not gonna let me. So we're just going to do through the third step, and this is a step that I can't submit because this is a step that you have to do it on your own, because this is a step where you plug in all your documents, emergency contact, country of submission, supporting documents, and everything that you need as listed here in the entry requirements. You need to plug in your academic transcript, English C proficiency test. This is credit for recognized learning. Allows you to apply for exemption from some units in your proposed course if you feel you have already successfully studied the same unit in your previous study. So this is kind of a test which you can take in which that you can skip a course because you're already taken it or you're confident in it. So, and in addition, you have to do a CV or a resume, visa details, and other supporting documents that you need. So most of this is a mandatory requirement. Because of that, I can't do it with you guys. So this is a step that you have to do it on your own. And after that, you have to submit your application and you have to complete it by maybe paying the application fee. And this is the end for the undergraduate Curtin University. This is a really complex process compared to most application portals. But I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video, which covers the Curtin University graduate admissions and scholarships for international students.